Say it again. I want to hear you say it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What will be next?
I have a feeling turkeys will be happening because once we have a barn and a brooder, there is no stopping you.
Yes. Update time.
Update.
Okay, today is what? I don't even know what day it is anymore.
Wednesday, the 21st of April,
There you go.
2021.
Okay.
We have progress. Things are happening very quickly now. I know we've had plumbers here the last 2 days, putting in our drains and our vents, which I believe are all in. The tub is set.
We have a furnace and ductwork. Oh yeah. So we have something to fight over now. The temperature of the cabin.
No, it's 65 degrees.
No, that's not
That's why we have
gonna
clothes.
work for me.
65 all year long.
No. We also have a bathtub and some cement board. Not all the way up yet. We don't know how tall the surround is yet, so we've got to figure that part out.
72 inches.
Sure. 72 inches, he says. We'll see. We have the makings of a place for a toilet. And the vanity will go right here. I see they did not get this installed today.
No.
They didn't get that plumbing done, but
No.
we can do that. I'm not too scared of
and
that.
I think rather than paying for a plumber to come, I can probably figure that part out.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah? You confident in that?
That is one of the things I probably could handle it.
You think you can figure out the water heater?
That one is a little more of a question mark.
Because they have to punch through the roof there.
Mm-hmm.
For that
I don't
vent.
want to do that.
I don't want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But
I mean, they're probably going to use a drill or some kind of a saw instead of just literally
maybe they're the
punching through
Hulk.
it. It could be. But I didn't see any of the guys that were here.
Did you make them angry?
No. Maybe that's why I don't know.
Maybe we could have gotten more done while they were here.
Or less done.
Yeah.
Way less.
Hulk smash. All right, so we have plumbing. We have gas lines. This seems like a really weird place for a gas line, unless you know that our backup heat source, which is this, will hang on the wall in between the living room and the kitchen. Living room and kitchen. So then it makes sense. It's not so crazy.
If we happen to be out of power, which happens out here,
Yeah,
and if power lines go down, they could be down for weeks.
it's happened.
And that typically doesn't happen during the nice, warm months, so we need some backup heat.
Yes.
And that's what that is.
We also have gas lines here, which will be our stove and dryer. Yes. So we have the, what is this called? I don't know. Some kind of box.
Washer box.
Sure, it's a washer box. That makes sense. For the washer and dryer, which will go here.
No, that's not like a washer. Dryer doesn't. Dryer doesn't use a whole lot of water. Just saying.
I can't with you. I can't.
Just trying to help.
Washer and dryer will go here. Do you see this pile of sheetrock and insulation?
Ooh.
That.
I thought you just got yourself edited.
Oh.
About to.
Oh no.
Pile of sheetrock.
Sheetrock. This is all sheetrock
A bunch of sheetrock.
and insulation. And 2x4s, which if you knew how much 2x4s were right now, you would wonder.
Fort Knox up in here.
You would wonder what lottery we won. Okay, sheetrockers come when?
Monday. Could be Tuesday, but Monday. Said early in the week. We're going to talk later this week and nail that down. But
And all of that hinges on water testing the lines to make sure they're dry.
which is what I'm working on now. Well, not typically right now because I'm doing this video, but
So you're
I
saying
was
that I'm
doing that
preventing progress?
for now.
You'll be able to look back someday on this and you'll thank me. Just not today.
Maybe somebody can learn something from it. That's what
What not to do.
Yes.
We're excellent at that.
Yes. So sheetrockers should be out Monday, possibly Tuesday. I think they're looking at a day to 2 days, depending on how much stuff they have to move around. Septic tank showed up today.
I haven't seen that yet.
Oh, you want to go show off our septic tank? That's not something you hear people say every day.
Here's the sand. And that is what they will set the septic tank on and around and pack it in and everything after they fill it with water.
Right. And then I think in the underneath the lateral lines and stuff.
Gotcha. So
right down there.
That's okay. Just a big black bubble. 500-gallon capacity. That is how much poo.
It's a lot of poo. It's a lot of poo capacity.
I don't think I have on an update yet our loafing shed right over there. Now, tell us what is about to go right over there.
That would be a barn.
Is it a barn?
It's a barn.
Are we calling it a barn?
Yes, it's a barn. It's a junior barn. It's a starter barn. It is a 12 by 24 barn, built similarly and by the same people as who built our cabin, and it will be able to house our plethora of tools and equipment and stuff that seems to hang out here, hoses, things that are in the way. We'll probably put some shelves in there to
feed buckets.
Yeah.
And we'll be able to put the brooder in there because we have 18 eggs collected to stick in the incubator.
And on the 17th of May, we have 29 chicks coming.
25 are meat birds. And the others were just for fun.
And then I suspect, because you're going to have some incubating, and once we have a brooder, I have a feeling.
Is it bright out here? You're very squinty.
I have a feeling like turkeys and stuff will happen.
Say it again. I want to hear you say it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What will be next?
I have a feeling turkeys will be happening, because once we have a barn and a brooder, there is no stopping you.
Yes.
Just remember, when we get a really big safe,
I'm gonna be the death of him for sure.
The guns take much less maintenance, care, and daily, feeding.
They're not nearly as fun.
Oh.
And then garden update. I did some math. They're 80 feet long. And I could have just measured them, but instead I have soaker hoses and they're 50 feet long each, and I strung 3 of them together. They go down and back and lack about 10 feet, maybe 12 of making it all the way down here. So we're probably at about 80 feet. I have 2 of them right now. I've got to get mulch on the other one. And then we have one started here, but we're out of compost. We have to go get more compost. We have to shovel some more poo. We have plenty of wood chips though. Plenty of wood chips. So that's a quick update on what's going on here. We're going to have a workable cabin soon. Knock on wood. Nothing else tragic happens. Nothing else bad happens. We had a freeze last night, which is insane this year, I swear. But this weekend, I am going to check the 10-day forecast, and if we are still in the 40s or so at night, I'm going to start planting. I have some kale and stuff that can go out now. The garden has not been priority one this year, obviously. This has been. But I have a million, not quite, but close, tomatoes right over here that I've been running a heater on at night because in a camper, you just don't have the room for things like that. So they've been over here hanging out, staying alive. And if this weekend the forecast still shows in the 40s every night, then I will probably go ahead and start planting them out. And I'm really excited about that. I'm excited to get some things actually growing, really growing. So things are happening. We're really excited. We're thankful. We're exhausted. We know we're not done. We're nowhere close to done. But it feels like things are actually happening now. A couple of weeks ago, whenever we started lining up the contractors, the plumbers, and things like that, our tentative move-in date had been the 1st of May. I don't think we're going to make that mark, but maybe Mother's Day? Maybe. We'll see how fast things go once the sheetrockers get here and get to work. Do you think there's any chance May 1st is happening?
I think it's going to be the week after.
That 9 to 5 really gets in the way when it goes
every
into the
Monday
weekend.
through Friday, just bam.
I know.
Yeah, and then
Someday. Someday.
we need to get a bunch of YouTube subscribers. That's what we need. Come
You
on,
heard
problem
him.
solved.
Like that, yeah. To help our dream come true. Just watch us muddle through life and fail at things and
It's entertainment.
comment occasionally. I don't know.
Entertainment, learning opportunities.
If we could give any one piece of advice, solid piece of advice, don't use slip together pipe. Like that has been the
Never.
biggest headache.
And maybe if you are really skilled and you really know what you're doing, you've worked with it before, fine.
We don't, we
No.
aren't, and we haven't.
And 680 feet seems like a long way to go to. Now, if you think about how many joints that would have been to glue together, but oh my gosh.
Glue
Be
it,
a lot
guys.
less.
Just glue it.
Just glue it.
Just glue it. No idea how much fun it is with this one.
Thank you. I'm glad you're finally admitting it.
So what are you getting ready to work on now?
Getting the rest of the plumbing connected so I can get the cabin wet for all intents and purposes.
Okay, we're going to test all the connections on the PEX.
Yes.
Make sure that it doesn't leak anywhere.
Right.
And if it doesn't leak anywhere,
Sheetrockers have a full go ahead. Full
they
steam
say they
ahead.
can get the whole thing done in a day.
1 to 2 days, yeah.
They said
For
a
me,
day.
it'd be easily a 3-week job.
Yeah.
3 months job. Who am I kidding? I like to do as much as I can by myself, but there's just only so many hours in the day. So I'm at a point now where like, let's get it done.
Let's get it done.
Yeah, let's get it done. Let's
And they're
get
going to do
now.
it right. And then we...
Wait, are you saying that I'm not going to do it right?
I'm not saying that we wouldn't do it right.
How you getting out of this one?
I wasn't done with my sentence.
You didn't have to finish that sentence.
They're going to do
You
it
said-
right in a very small fraction of the time it would take us. And we don't have to break our backs doing it.
Okay. I might let you wait. Get
And
away with it.
they're not terribly expensive for the amount of work getting done.
No, not the sheetrock.
No.
I mean, that's 12-foot sheetrock. I've never worked with 12-foot sheetrock.
8 foot, but not 12. Now they're not doing the ceiling. Wah! Hey, that make you sick? So they're not doing that. But we don't know what we're doing on the ceiling yet. It may not be sheetrock. But before we do anything on the ceiling, that's what these are for. That $4,000 worth of lumber. It's not really, but it felt like it when I bought it. We have to put up some bracing. We have to span each of these joists across so that we can do some kind of a ceiling material. And then we have something for the vents to poke through. Because we did not go with the uber expensive exposed ductwork look, as industrial and cool as that is, mini splits. Yeah.
So one of the things that we learned is that when this was framed out, I thought there would be plenty of space above that bathroom for the furnace and the coil and all that. I was not correct in that, and so we were stuck with options that all right around $10,000. Like, what about this? 10 grand. What about that? 10 grand. What about this? Oh, that one's cheaper, 9,900. Like, really? Like, is that your number? Like, everybody, it was just crazy. It was a little like, all right, we're just gonna have fans.
I know. I was
Fans
like,
and candles.
how much are window units for every room? That was a real conversation we had.
Yeah, and we were right about there until we found a guy that we've used before that was able to get this done for quite a bit less.
You know, he's letting us work along and do stuff as we can, which has been limited, but
Built the base for the furnace, which is also the return. We're trying to do what we can to save money because, you know, we're just trying to cash flow it.
which I think most people who are doing what we're doing, shed to house people, that's the plan.
Yeah.
They want to walk away, not walk away, they want to move in either debt-free or pretty darn close.
Yeah. And this is going to be an expensive week.
Yes.
Between the plumbers, the sheetrockers, the heat and air, and the septic, this week's going to hurt. I probably should better go back to work. Reality of it is, it's getting there.
Once the sheetrock goes up, it's going to feel very real. It's going to start feeling like rooms. Everyone says once the sheetrock goes up, the spaces feel bigger than they do just as an open space, which I don't understand how that works, but I'm ready to see it.
But I will say, after our trailer and the spacious 240 square feet that we're in, this even like this feels
Oh yeah, just coming over
almost
here,
perverse.
coming over here to work is stretching our legs. It's getting some elbow room. All right, you're going to work on pecs.
Yes, for the washing machine.
That there. And you have to cap off the ends. And then,
Well, not there because they'll have shut-offs.
oh,
I will there because we don't have a sink and faucet and stuff yet. But we have the faucet, it's not installed.
we might have a couple faucets. We're gonna have to
One kitchen, one bathroom.
I might have gone a little clearance Lowe's crazy. Not might have.
Time to resell. So resell what we don't want.
Anyone in a market for a couple of faucets. We'll update again soon.
Yep. Bye, guys.
Bye.
We have water and no leaks. That makes me happy.
Makes me very happy.